back to London Nationals hockey. We are now going to take a look at one of that's main defensemen, Callum Ruddock.
Nationals fans, let's be...
When it's your 20-year-old season in junior hockey, players can deal with things in different ways. The London Nationals have 9 graduating players this year, including Cal Ruddock. The Nationals defenseman has had a fantastic season, not only defending his own end, but has taken a big step ahead on the offensive side of the game with 19 points in the regular season and 9 points through 17 games in the playoffs.
Even in the second half, I was still just trying to do play my game, play some sound defensive hockey. But yeah, kind of at the end of the season and playoffs, I've been trying to, do a little bit more to help the team out, and I've been getting lucky with a couple shots.
Yeah, I mean, statistically, obviously he hasn't thrown up the numbers that I think he would probably want. But coming to this year, I'm sure he had an idea of how he wanted to end his career, and it's kind of playing out the way I think he envisioned it. And as far as numbers, they weren't strong in the regular season, but now here we are in the playoffs. He's got 4 or 5 goals. He's got a bunch of assists. He's leading the defense, not only statistically but emotionally, physically. And I think if you were to write the script, I think this would be kind of how it looks.
Ruddock came to the Nationals in a trade with St. Mary's last year, along with longtime friend Ray Loretto, and the move has worked out exactly as they had hoped.
It was great, especially with him having such a big game in Game 5, getting the tying goal and then winning it in overtime, and we're all just playing great. It's been a great experience coming here with Ray, and even Hughesy was in St. Mary's with us for a little while, and then Mike the coach was there too. So it's been great for the 4 of us.
Coming over from St. Mary's was obviously a difficult decision, but in the end it paid off, and it's really nice to win the Western Conference here, especially as 20-year-olds, and I couldn't ask for a better year and how it went.
Standing at 6'2" and weighing 210 pounds, some would think Ruddock is just a big-bodied, brute force type of hockey player, but he's a perfect example of don't judge a book by its cover.
No, Cal's pretty easygoing. Maybe on the ice he's acts all tough, but he's a big teddy bear off the ice, and everyone loves to have him around. He's really fun to have in the room and just off the ice.
Although it is his last season of junior, Ruddock doesn't want his hockey career to come to a close, and university and college scouts on both sides of the Canada-U.S. border have their eyes on what he might bring to their program.
He knows that the eyes are on him. He knows that there's CIS schools at all our games. That Leamington series, there's a ton of schools watching, NHL scouts watching. And these guys know that in this dressing room. They crank it up for it. They do the little things a little better. Their motivation, their attitudes are a little better. And you know what, for a guy like Callum Ruddock, I hope that a school looks at him and says, you know what, he can fit in our back end. He can play in our top 4, play in our top 6, because for us, we see that, and we hope that other schools see it as well.
Reporting for Rogers TV, I'm Ryan Robinson.
We'll be back with highlights of the second period after this.